Welcome to Building Business with Soul with Coach Arliss. This is a show where we will dive into the soulful approach to business, get nerdy with some brain science, and learn the nuts and bolts of how business owners build success through their passion. Let's take a moment to get focused and centered with one round of box breathing. In this box breathing, we'll breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and breathe out for a count of 4. Let's begin. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And breathing out for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fantastic. Today, we're going to be focusing on how financial wellness is the first step to increasing sales. A lot of times when I'm speaking with entrepreneurs, they are looking for ways to increase their sales and increase the profits in their business. And yet they don't have a really good relationship with money. And some may even say that they hate money altogether. So I would love for you to take a moment to think about, what are your current feelings or experiences around money? Is it something that you feel comfortable with? Is it something that you don't feel comfortable with? And our experience of what we think about money really impacts how we're able to show up for our business for sales. Another question that I have for you is, what would you like your future feelings around money to be? Maybe you want to feel like it's easy, like it flows to you in abundance, like managing it is easy. Maybe you want to feel as though it comes to you naturally and that it's not stressful, that looking at your bank accounts or managing the profits and loss in your business is something that comes to you and that you can do from a calm place. Whatever that would be, how you want to feel about money in the future, go ahead and take a moment to write that down. Okay, so we've talked about how you might be feeling about money right now and how you'd like to feel about money in the future. And now let's go into the process of how we can move through where we're feeling about money right now to where we want to be in the future. So what are some of the things that might be holding you back from financial success? One of the biggest things that I think holds people back, especially entrepreneurs, from financial success is self-doubt. This feeling that we're not going to make it, that our business is not going to be prosperous or successful, and doubting our abilities or our ways of doing our business as good enough. And that holds us back in our business. And it definitely holds us back in sales, and it holds us back from being financially successful. Another is waiting for the right time. Oh, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z in my business as soon as this happens, or that happens, or this comes to pass. And of course, timing is important. But when we are waiting for the right time as a way of procrastinating or as a way of holding ourselves back, that can really hold us back from feeling financial success. Now, this one might surprise you. One of the reasons people are held back from financial success is just not learning enough about finances, how money works in the world, how to manage debt, what profit and losses in business, how they should be investing in their business or not. And there's lots of ways that you can learn this information. You can learn it from attending a class or a webinar, working with a coach, working with an accountant, or just reading. Reading is really powerful. Most of the successful people in the world read an average of 50 books a year. Right now, I'm on book 18. Which book number are you on for the year? And how could you add reading to your calendar and make space for it in your world? Another thing that holds entrepreneurs back from financial success is not turning words into action. So you might have all these great ideas as to how you're going to grow your business or grow your visibility, or how you're going to produce new products or services, and they just don't happen. This could come from a place of having imposter syndrome, or from a place of feeling like it's not worth doing unless it's perfect. And if you're looking for ways to step away from perfectionism and imposter syndrome, I invite you to look at my past episodes because they could be very helpful. It's time to turn those words into action. So if you have a whole bunch of great ideas for your business, take a look at which ones you can put into action right now. Another way that entrepreneurs are held back from financial success is by not setting goals, or by setting goals that are unachievable. Okay, so what happens when we don't set goals? Well, we don't have anything to guide us forward. That North Star in business that allows us to know the path. Goals really help us keep on track. They help us continue to grow. They help us look outside the box, and they give us something to continually celebrate in our business as we celebrate the progress in our goals. And if you're looking for some more information on goal setting, I have an episode about that as well. So check that one out. Why are setting goals that are unachievable so destructive to our ability to be financially successful as entrepreneurs? Well, this is because when people don't achieve their goals because they're unattainable, most people then go into shame and blame and really being negative towards themselves about not achieving those goals. And that's really damaging to motivation in business. And it's really damaging to self-belief in business. See, some people think that if they set a goal that's not achievable, that it will just spur them on to work even harder. The trouble is that the exact opposite happens. And when we set a goal that's unachievable, not only are we less likely to try as hard to achieve that goal, but we're typically very mean to ourselves when we don't achieve that goal, which then impacts every area of our business and the way we feel about ourselves and our business. The last thing that really keeps people held back from being financially successful in business is not being persistent and resilient. So being persistent and resilient in our business are keys to success. And it's what separates those that are really successful from those that are not very successful at all. See, and persistence and resilience are married with self-belief. So when we believe in ourselves, when we believe in our abilities and we believe in our business, we are far more likely to be persistent and resilient. When we have self-doubt, we are less likely to be persistent and resilient. Oh, I'm not going to follow up with that potential customer because I didn't hear back from them, or because they didn't respond to my message, or because they seemed lukewarm in the meeting. I recently followed up with a new potential client from over a month ago that I had not heard from, and it closed one of my biggest client deals to date. When we are persistent and resilient and we believe in ourselves and our business, we can follow up with ease. We can take small risks in our business without feeling fear or as much fear. And it allows us to put ourselves out there in more visible ways and be more authentically ourselves. So what are some of the things that hold us back from feeling like we are wealthy or abundant in our business, or this idea of being rich? So for so many people, the idea of being rich is kind of married with negative belief. And even the word rich in our society has somewhat of a negative connotation. So what holds us back from stepping into this wealth mindset? Well, the first thing is that a lot of people believe that they can only become rich or wealthy by doing something that they hate and by having to work really, really hard at it. And that is not the case. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But this is a belief that is very pervasive, that the only way to be wealthy is to work on things that are not liked or enjoyed, and that you have to work really, really hard to get there. Another belief that holds people back from a wealth mindset is that everyone that is wealthy has a formal education, and that the only way to get wealthy is to have a formal education. I do know and have experienced personally that a formal education can be helpful, but it is not required in order to be wealthy. A lot of people also believe that getting rich or wealthy isn't up to them, that it's just luck of the draw. And whatever they do, that's just how it's going to end up, either that wealthy or not. And it is not luck of the draw. It actually really matters what we put into our business and how we believe in our business. A lot of people also have blocks around becoming wealthy because they feel like wealth changes people for the worst. They also might feel that wealth stresses people out and makes them more emotional. So how do we combat these beliefs around being wealthy and being rich and step into a more healthy belief system around wealth? Well, I'm here to tell you that you can work on things that you enjoy and still be successful. Okay, so think of all the examples that we see in society of people doing what they love and still enjoying success and wealth. We even see examples in our society of people not overworking themselves and being very wealthy. So doing something that you hate and overworking yourself are not requirements in order to be wealthy. You can find wealth by doing what you love and by working in a way that supports you mentally and physically. I also want you to know that money doesn't change people. It just removes the filter. Okay, so most people that are portrayed in our society as being negatively influenced by wealth most likely had those characteristics before they were wealthy, but they had a filter on. And when they got wealthy, they decided to take, or maybe it was unconscious of them, that filter dropped. So if you're a kind, generous, respectful person, you will be that person as a wealthy or rich person as well. Another way that we can change our mindset around what wealth is or how to be wealthy is to grow your trust and confidence in your own ability to manage your money, and to grow this trust and confidence by practicing managing your money. Practice sales, practice being able to understand what's going on with the finances in your business. This will give you a huge level of confidence, and there's so many people out there that can help you grow this knowledge. I also want you to use logic to dictate your financial choices, not your emotion. When we can step into a place of logic instead of emotion, it can really help us make financial choices that make sense in the long term. Now, our emotions are important, and we can use our emotions to celebrate those financial choices that we make and the financial wins that we have. When we use our emotions in that way, they can be huge motivators for success in our business. And I'm here to tell you that formal education does not guarantee wealth or success. Many people that go on to get high levels of formal education do not experience wealth or success. And that's just one of the facts that happens. So it's important for you to think outside of the box and to know that wherever you are in your education journey is exactly where you need to be. Also know that it's never too late to get started. Okay, so if you decide that you do want to go back to school and that you do want to get a degree, it's never too late. My mom did not graduate from college until she was in her mid-30s, and she went on to have an extremely successful law practice in her life. So give yourself the freedom to go back to school if that's what you desire, but know that you can be successful now with where you are. So how do we step into this concept of financial wellness? Well, the first thing to do is to know where your money is, know where it's coming from, and to actively direct it. Okay, so you are the only person that can actively direct your money. You are responsible. You are your own CEO. It's important for you to know what's going on financially for your business, how much money is coming in, how much money is going out. Where is that money coming from, and what is being spent on? Are you using the money in your business to really support your business's growth and to support the success of your business? Or are there ways that you could change the way that you're using the money in your business to be more successful? Another way to step into financial wellness is to set goals and make a plan. Goals are incredibly important, especially financial goals. And how do we know if we are meeting our financial goals? By looking at where our money is every single week. This is critically important to see if you're on pace to meet the goals that you have made for yourself and your business. Next, I want you to interact with money every single day. I want you to be checking your business account, checking your checking account. Check to see what sales are coming in that week or not. See where you are as far as offerings of products and service, and actually handle money each day so that you can get used to the idea that money is in your life and that it's not a stressful thing to do. I also want you to know your business by the numbers. What do I mean by that? I mean, how many connections do you need? How many calls do you need to be sharing about your business? How many potential clients do you need to be meeting with to turn into paying customers? And what do those numbers look like? See, if you're in a service industry and you are working with clients, you can go back and see just how many connections you need to be making, whether that's through social media, marketing, or even direct introduction, in order to have the number of closed business clients that you are looking for. When you know your business by the numbers, it allows you to plan and it allows you to set your goals. I also want you to have a strong business network. So not only is this a network of people that are in your network supporting you and having a relationship with you around your business, this also includes referral partnerships. So I want you to have referral partnerships with people that can directly send you new clients or customers. They can help promote your product or service, or they can connect you to even bigger opportunities for your business. And the last step to growing your financial wellness is to not give up. There are so many ways that you can grow your knowledge and experience around finances. And just because you don't know it today doesn't mean you can't learn it tomorrow. So if your finances in your personal life or in your business feel overwhelming, know that today could be the first step towards getting to a place where it doesn't feel overwhelming. Knowledge is power, and the more that you inform yourself around how money works, how finances work, and how to interact with money, it's going to take the stress out of it, and it's going to help you make better informed decisions. So how can we put this into practice today? Well, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to be touching money and counting money every single day. Make it totally normal so that it's not stressful stressful for you anymore to be around money or to be thinking about money. I also want you to be checking your business's bank accounts every day. See how much money is coming in and see how much money is going out. This also will make it normal for you to know what's going on with your business finances and will take the stress out of it as you normalize it as part of your daily practice. I want you to track your progress towards your sales and money goals every week. Hold yourself accountable to see how that's going, and then look at your business by the numbers and see what changes you need to make in order to be meeting those sales or money goals. And then finally, I want you to be practicing celebration and gratitude for every time money comes into your business. Celebration and gratitude is a way to train our brain that it's okay that we are looking at finances, that we can look at finances and money from a calm place, and even get to a place where we love money. We're in a place where we know that money is a tool to support us in our business, and that working in the give and take of money is easy and feels natural to us. Today, I invite you to take a moment to recognize one thing that you appreciate about yourself. Maybe that one thing is showing up today and being a part of today's show and setting some new financial goals for your business. Thank you for joining me, Coach Arliss, on Building Business with Soul. If you would like to learn more about how I support entrepreneurs, check out solutions.com, SOULLUTIONS.com, and join me next week when we dive into more soulful approaches to business. Thank you so much.